All right, guys. So today I'm gonna sling a little something different today. I'm not gonna be slinging slingshot 3/8 ammo. I'm not gonna be shooting clay. I'm gonna be shooting lead, but not slingshot lead. I'm gonna be shooting a black powdered shotgun that was given to me a few weeks ago. Let me show you. This is a Knight MK2000 inline muzzle loading shotgun. Uh, my wife's uncle had won it at a NWTF banquet over 10 years ago. Never took it out of the box. And he knew that I like black powder. And a few weeks ago, he said, "Here, take this gun and shoot it and see what it'll do." He's asked me twice since I've seen him. And I asked me if I shot it, and I hadn't. But I read up on it, and it's supposed to be 80%, 85% shot pattern at 30 yards. And a lot of y'all are saying, "Oh man, I can get those TSS shells and shoot at 75 yards." Okay, whatever. To me, turkey hunting's how close I can get them, not how far I can shoot them. So if y'all want to shoot to 70 yards, more power to you. But my son called one up to 8 yards this past Saturday, and that's what it's all about to me. Sometimes it's not the hunt; it's how you do it. But anyway, that's just me. So let's get this thing loaded up. I'm gonna go ahead. The first thing I'm gonna do is it takes the 209 primer, and it's got the regular Knight double safety. You can screw it in here, and then it's got that. And I tell you what, this thing's got rifle sights on it. If I can tell you if you can see good like that, but you can really get down on it. And it's got what you call a jug choke. I never heard of a jug choke. I had to go and look it up. What it does is it comes out from 12 gauge into 10 gauge size, and then it comes back down to a extra full 12 gauge choke at the end. So anyway, this gun's never been fired, but even still, safety is always the most important thing. I'm gonna pop a cap through it to make sure that the barrel is clear, no oil has maybe drained down into the touch hole or whatever, and then after that we'll load it up and shoot it. But let's pop a cap through it. And it uses 209 shotgun primers and these little plastic things, and they just snap right in that loading tool. Pops off. And always pointed in a safe direction. And we'll let it rip. Barrel is clear. All right. Same tool has a little injection thing. All right, so I'm going to put it on safe. I'm going to put it on double safe. So I've got this screwed in, and I've got it on safe. Now we're just going to give it loaded up and see how it goes. So the way that I looked it up that you load these things, or this thing, is not to use over 120 grains. I'm never going to put 120 grains in it. I shoot 90 grains. I've got an inline 50 caliber knife that I've shot since I bought it in 1993. And I've never shot over 90 grains in it. It's been powerful enough for that. So let's just put 90 grains in it and see what it'll do. So I've already got this measured down to 90 grains. And I'm using Pyrodex because black powder is hard to come by right now. So this will shoot either one, Pyrodex or black powder. So I'm going to put 90 grains of Pyrodex in there. Measured by volume. Down the hatch. All right. Then this is a wadding for a 3-inch 12 gauge Magnum. So it's 2 3/4 inches long wide. And you put it in, so they say, and you use the narrow end of your ramrod, push it down in, to it. I feel it snug against the powder. All right, so then it says take another wad like so, and I have a bag full of number 6 shot. So you fill the other wad up, the empty one. Keep on spilling it everywhere. So you fill this wad up, so you'll know how much to put in down there. That works pretty good. I say it does. There it goes. All right. So got a few in my hand. I'll catch them. Put them back in the bag. Most of them. I'll get them later. I'll fill the wad up with number 6 shot down the hatch. All right. And then you take an overshot wad that goes over the lid, and you take the wide end of your ramrod, and they say you can hear it go down. Let me get up. They say you can hear it when it gets above it. Let's just try it and see. Yep, there it is. All right. So I got some pieces of earplugs. I couldn't find my good earplugs in the today, but we're gonna always wear earplugs, kids, cause you get older, I promise you. You can tell. All right, got my earplugs in. Put the cap in. Putting the cap in the loading tool. When we go in a safe direction. Loading it. Putting the cap on it. I'm going to take the second safety off. All right, all I got to do now is flip the spire, and we'll see how she does. Got a little juke to it, not too bad. Let's go down here and see what we got. Get this expensive turkey target that I've got. I don't know if I want to put 120 grains in there. Let's see. So this one I measured off exactly 30 yards. I want to say that's a dead turkey. Several in the neck and head, and if he'd have moved his head any direction, I'm happy with that. That's a good tight pattern. I believe I have to try to give it a try this year. So, all right, got one more thing I want to do. See if I can get this in a better spot. So at the end of deer season last year, I left my muzzle loader loaded, and I usually don't do that, but I knew that if I didn't, if I shot it, I wasn't gonna have time to clean it. And that if you shoot your muzzleloader, you really need to clean it as quick as you can. So this particular muzzleloader that I have 2 years ago, if y'all watched any of my videos, y'all know I went through a pretty bad ordeal with my back. And my wife knew that I was gonna be laid up, and she bought me a Traditions Kentucky Rifle muzzleloader kit, 50 cal muzzleloader kit, and I was able to sit there in recovery and put it on the table and work with it and put the kit together and finish it and fit the parts and everything. Pretty neat. I'm gonna show it to you. So for a beginner kit, which I was, this is great. I want to tell you, you can't beat this the being able to work on it and do whatnot. But it's kind of heavy on the front end. I mean, you can it it's balanced okay. But I'll tell you what, I was over in Natchez a couple of months ago, and that's where Natchez, Mississippi, and that's where Tennessee Valley muzzleloaders is located. And the guy that owns that, let me pick up one of his um, guns from one of his kits, which is a big price difference. I think you can get this one for about $400. I think if you get the full package of his, it's close to 2,000. I think it's 1,800 bucks. You can tell the difference. That thing was sweet. It balanced good. One day. But anyway, we're fixing to shoot this one, and it may shoot, it may not. It's been loaded since the end of muzzleloader season, and like I said, I don't recommend that. But we're fixing to unload it and get them both back to the house and get them cleaned up. So let's give it a shot. Put my earplugs back in. This one shoots the number 11 percussion caps. Put it on half cock safety. Put my cap on there. Yep. That's a good indication of what happens when you leave it loaded. I got some crud in the nipple of my gun. Let me clean it out, and we'll try it again in just a second. All right, guys, I took it apart, and we're gonna try it. Try it one more time. Got it that time. Thank y'all for watching.